You can survive depression. I'm a survivor. You can do it. It is the hardest thing you'll ever go through. It steals everything from you. Hi, my name's Pam, and I suffered depression for 5 years. And I was such an amazing person prior to that. I was this beautiful dancer, fitness queen, New York City Playboy bunny. I did it all. But I met the wrong person. I married the wrong person. I didn't know it. He had me fooled. It wasn't until I had my second baby that everything changed. Oh, he would make me feel like I was crazy. He'd gaslight me. He was verbally abusive. He got physical only once, but I was still strong enough. I did tell him, you ever touch me again, I will kill you in your sleep. I meant it. I meant it. Yes, I did. It's terrible, but I meant it. But I had my 2 babies, and I didn't want to break up the family, you know? And I hung in there. God, I hung in there way too long, way too long. But I tried. But by the time I was ready to leave, I was in a hot mess. He had turned most of my family and friends against me. But my mother stood by me, all the while being told not to. But she stood by me and she helped me get out. I packed up one day when he was working with his father. I packed the kids up, packed in my little car what I could. I was gone. But I was already depressed, and then being there with 2 children, it was just hard. I mean, it was hard to try to pull out of that. But also, I didn't know really what was going on with me. I had no idea, you know. I mean, I cried all the time. The simplest things were just hard for me to do, to shower. I mean, I dreaded showering. I couldn't cook. We got into eating fast food. I remember this one particular time being in the kitchen and I dropped a spoon on the floor. And I just sat down and cried on the floor there because I didn't feel like bending over and picking up that spoon. I mean, it was the most debilitating thing I'd ever been through. It was horrifying. And I lived years in that, trying to raise kids. Found myself getting drunk every night, went back to smoking cigarettes. And of course, at that time, I gained over 100 pounds. I quit weighing at 247 pounds. I'd never weighed more than 140 pounds, except when I was pregnant. And that weight fell off just a couple of weeks after I had my baby. I mean, I never had a weight problem. I was a professional dancer, and from there I went into fitness. I mean, you know, I always took care of myself, never had a weight problem, never had a diet, never even knew what that meant. And there I was. I mean, I was a hot mess. I was just a hot mess. And this one night, I'm sitting in my chair in the living room, drinking beer, smoking cigarettes. Well, I wasn't smoking cigarettes inside. I at least didn't do that. And I'd sit outside and smoke cigarettes. But I'm sitting in my chair drinking my beer and flipping through the channels on the television. And there was this cute little evangelist. He was pretty. And I stopped to just listen, you know. And I grew up in the church, but I never really knew Jesus. Just really never knew him. And I'll never forget watching him. And something resonated with me. He said that God loved me and he had a plan for my life. And he can take my mess and turn it around. And it just resonated with me that day. So he would come on every Sunday night. Every Sunday night there I was with my beer, listening to Pretty Boy. And finally one time I was sitting in there and didn't have my beer. And it took time. But he said to get into a Bible-based church, start reading your Bible. And I had just gotten this job, and it was an office job. And I was sitting up in the office, and it was really cool because, you know, it was in an office building, and it was just one little office. And I had a big picture window. And I would sit there, and I'd read my Bible. I'd pray to God looking out that window. And I'll never forget, I'm reading in my Bible, right? And it comes along with this donkey, you know, stops in the road. He sees something in the road. And he stops in the road. And the man starts beating on him, you know. And the donkey looks at him and says, "Why are you beating on me?" And I stopped cold in my tracks right then and there, you know, because here I am, new believer, and I'm reading the Bible, and this donkey is talking in the Bible, and I'm going, and I look out that picture window, and I said, "But you got to be kidding me." And I kid you not, I heard his voice for the first time. I mean, I could hear it like within me, you know, not through my ears, but within me. And he said as clear as day, "Well, I am God." And I'll never forget it. And I'm going to tell you what, light went off. And from then on, my life just started changing. And little by little, like an onion, he was peeling all that pain off of me, just peeling it off of me over and over and over again. Now, it didn't happen overnight. I'm not, you know, but he took and he stripped all of that away. And, you know, to this day, I just am so in love with him. But I had to share that because if you're in that dark place, God, I pray for you. But reach out to him. See, depression is a lack of hope. It's living in darkness. And God is not about darkness. God is not about darkness. He even lights up the night sky with beautiful stars. He is not. He is all light. He is all light. He is all love. And he will cleanse you. He will strip all those onion pieces off of you. Overall, he will fix you up. And he will heal you. And he's got your back. So if you are in that dark place, reach out to him. Absolutely reach out to him. Because he brought me through, and he'll bring you through. He will bring you through. I pray for you. I love you. There is hope. There is light. There is love. God bless you.